What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the podcast, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm talking about friendships. How not every friendship is meant to last forever. I'm talking about growing friendships, letting go of friendships without feeling guilty, becoming your own best friend, setting healthier boundaries, and attracting genuine relationships built on self-love, authenticity, and growth. You don't hear a lot about friendships. A lot of people don't talk about friendships, and if they do, they're only talking about the beef they have with people, full of drama. I'm not here to talk about drama. People just beef and talk negative about somebody else that they were cool with at one time, instead of talking about what they learned from that, how they grew. Maybe you had a fallout, but that is okay. If they hurt you, okay. People just want to be negative. Drama brings in a lot of people. You guys don't invest your time and energy into drama. It just brings in negativity into your life. But anywho, no drama here. Nobody talks about friendships in a positive way. Nobody talks about how you should become your own best friend. But I'm here to talk about that. You always hear people saying, my best friend, we're going to be friends forever. But not a lot of people say how not all friendships are meant to last forever, because they're not. People just don't like things to end. You have to accept that people are going to come into your life and people are going to leave your life. But the one fucking person that's going to be with you throughout your whole life, through everything, through thick and thin, is yourself. You are the only friend that you're gonna have for your whole life. So might as well love yourself and become your own best friend. Friendships aren't going to last because other people are going to hurt you, or because you're going to hurt other people, because there's going to be betrayal, dishonesty. It's because people change, people grow, people heal, and people discover who they really are. And that you're gonna be taking people in completely different directions. So it is okay if you've been outgrowing friends. If your circle has gotten smaller, that's actually a good thing, because people are getting removed from your life, because you guys no longer align with each other. Losing a friendship doesn't always mean that it's a loss. Sometimes it's a gain. Sometimes it's exactly what you needed. If you are not a good friend to yourself, you are going to struggle being a good friend to other people. That's the same as if you don't love yourself, you can't love somebody else. Because you can't. If you don't love yourself, you're going to chase people that don't love you. And if you don't value your own time, people are going to waste it. So basically, the friendship that you have with yourself is the blueprint for every friendship you're going to have with someone. That's why healing starts with you, not with making friends with other people. It literally starts with becoming your own best friend. It's like how people be in relationships, how they seek a relationship, a lover, because you don't want to be alone, because you want to be loved. And it's the same with friendships. You want that love. You want someone to do stuff with. All you need is yourself. You can go out with yourself. You can love yourself. You can be the best friend that you need to yourself. You're going to meet different people in different stages in your life. During your childhood, teenage years, high school, college, if you're going to college, workplace. And I say it like that because I never wanted to make friends in my workplace, because I was just going there for work. Okay, I wasn't going there to make friends or anything like that, because then those two things don't mix well and there's a lot of drama. You're going to meet people during your healing journey. You're just going to meet all different types of people, and they're most likely going to be in your life just for that point in time. So just during college, a lot of people put so much pressure on friendships lasting forever that they forget the purpose of a friendship. And sometimes the purpose is just them teaching you something about life, teaching you something about yourself. You shouldn't be mad for people leaving your life, for outgrowing people, for other people outgrowing you. You shouldn't regret friendships. I don't regret any friendship. I had a very different mindset back then, but I have learned from those friendships already. I have reflected and learned from them and see what it is that they taught me, what lesson I had to learn. A lot of them taught me how I truly deserve how to be treated. Some taught me what I don't want. Others taught me how to set boundaries. Some showed me where I was people pleasing, where I was seeking for love. And some showed me how I abandoned myself in order to make other people comfortable. Every person became a lesson, and lessons are valuable. And that doesn't mean that when you do create a friendship, you say, okay, well, this person's going to teach me a lesson. No. Okay, don't think about it like that. When people click, they click, and when they don't, you don't. And that's when you learn from it. It's towards the end when you guys outgrow each other, or even during the friendship, because somebody can be someone in the beginning and then you're friends with them, you're going out more, and you're like, wait, this person isn't the person who I met in the beginning. And you learn from that, because then you're probably changing your ways because they're changing their ways, and you want to please them. You want to put up this act of somebody who you really aren't just so they could like you, so they don't stop being your friend. And that's when you're like, okay, no. Like, this isn't who I want to be. This isn't the person who I want to hang out with. So when every friendship does end, instead of asking yourself, why did it end? Or what was wrong with me? Or what was wrong with that person? Instead, ask yourself, what did this friendship teach me? You have to understand that not every person is going to grow with you. When you decide to change, some people will support you. Other people will not. Some people will understand you. Other people are going to laugh at you. That is okay. Let them be. Don't try to force them to understand you, because they won't. If they just don't simply understand you, they're not going to understand you because you're forcing them to understand, because you're trying to explain yourself in your ways. No, just let them be. If you have been trying to change your ways for the better and some of your friends have laughed at you, I get that, because when I was trying to change for the better, I had people laughing at me too. I would talk about healing, self-love, me going sober, and they would literally laugh at me and think that I was crazy. And at first I thought, well, if they think I'm weird, other people are going to think I'm weird. Like, everyone is going to think I'm weird. I was thinking about strangers' opinions, my family's opinions. And then I was like, am I making the right decision? Am I changing for the better? And maybe you have felt those things too, but you have to stop caring about what other people are going to think and what they're going to say. Stop caring about the things that people are telling you already. Who cares if they're laughing at you? Who cares if they're calling you weird? They're judging you for trying to do better because they're scared of doing better themselves. They don't want you to grow because they're not going to grow, but they're choosing not to grow. Growth makes people uncomfortable. You growing is making you uncomfortable, and that is okay. But your growth is also making other people uncomfortable. Other people who are not willing to change for the better. Other people that know that they are stuck in life but aren't doing nothing about it. Your healing reminds them of what they are avoiding. And I was like, well, should I stay stuck where I am right now, unhappy, miserable, negative, or should I just fuck it, change my ways, grow, do better, become the person who I was meant to fucking be? I decided to choose me, of course, and that meant distancing myself from friends and family. That meant I had to let people go, and I did. I just distanced myself, you guys. I unfollowed people online. I stopped talking to other people. In a lot of the friendships, it was me always reaching out to people. I stopped reaching out, and they weren't reaching out. So it was just like, okay, like, it's done. And other friendships just simply faded because we grew apart. I didn't have any resentment. I wasn't angry. I was actually happy because I was doing better for me. I was finally choosing myself, and I was so fucking excited. I genuinely wished everybody the best. I was excited. I was excited for all of the new things that were going to come into my life. I was excited to become a better, healthier, and happier version of myself. And you don't want to regret friendships, because friendships shape you into the person that you are now. If I wasn't over here pleasing people and seeking love in all the wrong places, it wouldn't have led me to me loving myself, to me finding that love from within. And one thing you gotta stop doing is stop holding on to friendships just because they've existed for a very long time. Who gives a fuck if you guys have been friends since elementary school? Fuck that. Let it go. The amount of years that you guys have known each other doesn't mean anything. It should matter how it affects you today, not about the time that you've known each other. And you know what will completely change your life? Hanging out by yourself. Stop hanging out with other people. Spend time with you. It does feel uncomfortable. You're not used to it, but eventually it becomes one of the greatest fucking gifts that you can give yourself. You will fall in love with your solitude. I fell in love with my solitude. At first, it was weird because I was so used to doing things with somebody else. I'd go to the store and be like, hey, do you want to come? We out. Wherever it was, to eat, anything. And it was weird at first. I cared about what other people were going to think about me, how they were going to see me. But you know what? After I was like, fuck it. Like, I don't give a fuck. I have to stop depending on other people to be there for me, for a second opinion, for advice, or whatever the fuck it is that I was seeking. I have to be there for me. I have to show up for me. And I have to become my own best fucking friend. Somebody might not be a good friend to you, but that is because you're not a good friend to yourself. Since you're not a good friend to yourself, you're not going to attract good and real friends. I don't want to say I was a bad friend, but I wasn't a good friend because I wasn't a good friend to myself. I wasn't there for me. I wasn't showing up for me. So I wasn't showing up for other people. I wasn't being a true friend. And I wasn't being a true friend by not being authentically me. And it was hurting me. And it was also hurting that person because I was just trying to be like, that was hurting me. When I started hanging out with myself, I got to know the real me. I connected with myself. I learned what truly made me happy. I discovered my value. I built confidence. I learned to trust myself, and I learned to enjoy my own company. I stopped depending on other people, and I started depending on myself only because I'm all I got. I'm with me all the fucking time. time I can expect from me. I shouldn't expect from nobody else. You shouldn't expect from other people. And eventually, what happened? I became my own best friend. That's something that nobody can ever take away from me. My love for me, my friendship with me. When you become your own best friend, your standards change. You stop chasing people. You stop begging for attention. You stop begging for love. You stop settling for one-sided friendships. You become more protective of your peace and energy. You become more intentional of who has access to your time, to your energy, to your heart. Not because you're judging people, but because you're observing them. And that's a huge difference. You might feel the vibes. I feel the vibes with people. That doesn't mean I'm judging them. I just feel the vibes and I'm going to protect me no matter what. If I feel something off, something is fucking off. I'm going to listen to my intuition, as you should too. Pay attention to how people treat other people. But more importantly, pay attention to how people treat themselves. If somebody never shows love to themselves, doesn't trust themselves, doesn't show up for themselves, doesn't take care of themselves, they're not going to do none of that with you. They're not going to know how to take care of you, how to love you properly, how to show up for you. All you have to do is observe. That will tell you everything about a person, to be honest. And that is not judging them. That's just seeing who the fuck they truly are. They're being them. If they don't give a shit about themselves, they're not going to give a shit about you. When you distance yourself and start hanging out alone, you will realize who's really there for you and who isn't. Who's only taking advantage of your kindness. Who is calling you only when they need something. Who doesn't show up for you when you need something. Who's only asking for favors. Who's actually checking up on you and who isn't. And once you become your own best friend, you'll realize that you want friendships with other people who will bring something to the table. And that doesn't mean that you want people who you're going to take advantage of, who are only going to give. No, like for me, that means I want people with knowledge. I want people that I can learn from. I don't care if they're more successful. I want to learn from them. I want us to grow together. I want honesty, loyalty, wisdom, love, peace. I don't want them just to bring nothing. A healthy friendship helps both people become better. If you currently don't have a lot of friends, don't worry about it. That is okay. Focus on you. Love yourself. Hang out with yourself. Become like the people that you want to truly attract. Become your own best fucking friend, because you are with you for your whole life. People will come and go. That doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. That doesn't mean there's something wrong with them. People just simply outgrow each other. And if you don't have friends right now, that is okay. Solitude isn't a punishment. It's a fucking blessing. A lot of people do not embrace it. Don't take advantage of it, because there will be a time where you have all these friends, where you're in a relationship with another person and you won't have the solitude that you have now. So just keep doing you. Stay to yourself. Stay healing. Go learn something. Love yourself. Practice self-love. Don't rush into friendships. Work on becoming your own best friend. You don't want to start a friendship with somebody who doesn't truly align with you. You want to express the real you and be your authentic self. That way you attract people that truly align with you. And don't be afraid about losing friendships, because remember that friendships come and go, but you always got you. I hope this episode helped you out. And if you feel like it did and you feel like it might help somebody else, send it over to them. Speak good vibes to yourself and speak good vibes to other people. Thank you so much for watching this episode or listening to this episode. I will talk to you guys in the next episode. Peace.